Okay, welcome to Japan's turn 2/5 of BBR 6, 1942. Japan has a lot of money to spend, and they're going to buy some pretty big ticket items. They're going to buy an air base, they're going to buy another factory, they're going to buy an infantry and an artillery, 2 tanks, and a mech, and then they're going to buy, with their discounted naval shipyards, they're going to buy a carrier and a battleship. Okie doke. They have some easy attacks that are just walk-ins in China, so we'll just... Oh, no, that's actually an attack, isn't it? Okay, so sorry, I have to get some dice for that. 2 1s and 2 2s versus a 1. I forgot that there was an actual attack there. Okay, 2 1s and 2 2s versus a 1 there. This is a walk-in to Hopei. This is a walk-in to Anhui, or sorry, from Anhui to Kwaichao. And the big battle is both a naval battle and an amphibious landing in the Pacific. So we're going to come in with, all that's here is just basically a destroyer. Okay, so all 3 of the carriers from Wake are going to come in to this attack. Along with a battleship and eventually an amphibious assault with 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank from Tokyo. So that's what's going to happen with that. So we'll get rid of those. Okay, everything else is non-combat. So that's in frame, so we can just roll this. So first, the naval battle, which is relatively straightforward. This should be a gimme, basically. It's 3 4s and 3 3s for the fighters, and then a 4 for the battleship. All I need is 1 hit. I got 3 hits. So the destroyer's dead, but it does get to fire back. And it missed, which is not hugely surprising. So the American destroyer is destroyed, and the naval battle has taken place. So the amphibious assault can now happen. So what we've got are 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and 1 tank versus a lone infantry on Midway. So that's 4 2s, a 1, and a 4. We need 1 hit. And we got 3 hits, so that's pretty good. And then the lone American gets to fire back, and he hit. So one of the Japanese infantry is killed, and the American infantry is also killed. Okay. All right. There is another combat because we do have this battle right here. So let's just reach over here, put the box here, should fit, perfect. So we have 2 2s and 2 1s versus a 1. 2 hits, only needed 1. Cavalry fires back, whoops, miss. Okay, so Japan takes the territory uncontested. All right, so in terms of other movement, let me just get rid of these dice, get them out of the way here. Non-combat, basically everything in the south there is going to move into Yunnan. Okay, so an infantry and an artillery from Hunan, an infantry from Guangxi, 3 infantry and artillery, 3 fighters and attack bomber from French Indochina are going to move in as well. And that will be that. Okay, down south, the infantry and artillery in Sumatra are going to load up and unload in, you know what, let's unload in Shan State. That's a good place to unload for them. Actually, no, let's unload in Malaya. That was the original idea anyway. The Navy is also going to move to Sea Zone 37 off the coast of Malaya. So they're all going to sit there at that nice naval base. Okay, I'm going to go around and do some naval movement down at this end. Everything should be in frame, so I'll just come around. Okay. So I was originally going to pick these guys up, but I think I'm going to leave them on Java for defense. The transport from C-Zone 42 is going to go up to C-Zone 35 in the Philippines. Whatever this is, the destroyer from 55 is going to go to 35 in the Philippines. The transport from 45 is going to pick up one guy from Dutch New Guinea, one guy from Palau, and end up in the Philippines. So there will be 4 guys in the Philippines. So that's all done. And the rest of this Navy is going to go 1, 2, and join up with the rather substantial naval force in C-Zone 37 that can threaten in multiple directions. So that's very good positioning for the Japanese. Okay, in the American part of the theater, we do have to do a couple of moves over here, just really quickly. So, is everything in frame there? It looks like, okay. So the fighter that was on Japan is going to move into the C-Zone in preparation for the new carrier that's coming on. The fighter from Wake is going to do the same thing and move here. The bomber from Wake is going to come to Japan proper. I was debating whether or not to actually bring the guy with me, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll just leave him there, and I think that is all the movement, so I've got everything correct. So, this island is now Japanese, Midway, so all of these troops are on Midway. And there's a fairly substantial naval presence there right now. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, so in terms of placing new units, let's back it up a bit so that we can see everything. So, into Tokyo Harbor, we're going to put a battleship and an aircraft carrier. And then swinging... we'll stay in Tokyo. We will put an infantry and an artillery into Japan. And swinging down into Southeast Asia, we are going to be putting 2 tanks and a mechanized infantry into French Indochina. And we will be putting our factory and our new air base into Malaya. So that is going to be an interesting little location there. Okay, so I think that's it. So in terms of income, Japan is going to go up 1, 2, 4, all at the expense of China. So let's see where they are in the income tracker. So Japan goes up 4 from 50 to 54, 1 point away from Empire. They go down from 9 to 5. In terms of bonuses, let's see what Japan qualifies for. They don't have that. They do have Midway, Wake, Guam, the Gilberts, New Britain, and that's it. So they've got 5 of those, so that's 15 for a bonus there. They've still got all 4 of those, so that's 12 more, so that's 15, 27. They don't control Burma anymore, so that goes away. So 27 in bonuses. Plus their 54 is 64, 74, 81. 25... 81 IPCs for next turn. They're not being convoyed anywhere. So that's it. Okay, Japan, big turn for them. Who's up next? USA. Okay, so we'll see the Americans on the next turn. See you next video.